dog, and we're on a mystery.
He's a great
Thank
Dane.
you for the raid.
Yeah, Scooby was a Great Dane.
The Role Players Guild, thank you.
Okay, are we
I
live?
actually did not know that.
Poopy head.
Just now, I made us go live so I could say thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for
They
the
made us go
raid.
live so that you could they could hear our debate about what type of dog Scooby is.
He's a great Dane.
Yeah, he's a Great Dane.
And I would say
I can
really
see
better.
it now, but I get it now. But
So thank you so much for the raid. Role Players Guild. I was just hanging out on their stream, so I hope you enjoyed the rest of your chat. We are the NAT30s for those of you out there who might be new, and well, we're the most of the NAT30s. We are missing a couple of players who hopefully will be joining us at some point in the near-ish future. Tonight is the continuation of our main campaign, The Bums of Greenest, Do Tyranny of Dragons. Oh, it changed just in time. Hey, Thorium Dragon, nice to see you. So we're gonna run through our announcements and then get started playing.
Let's do it.
yes, we are. So I'm going to tell you about our partners, the Compound Network, which is a group of South Coast collaboratives of Massachusetts that have got together, including 3D painters, mini painters, and gamers. And we're all working together as a unit trying to just promote our art and everything. And I'm not on the thing to spam it. Somebody spam
Oh, I
it.
can do it.
I'm so bad at this. This is, you
I
wouldn't
got
know I
you.
was a teacher, in real life. You'd think I'd be more prepared.
I did it.
You did it. Okay, you have
World is full of inspiration.
except now it has an ad, so thanks thank Twitch for that. So can somebody tell them who our partners are? I know Brush Republic and Wise.
Yes.
Wise.
So we've got the Compound Network is made up of the Compound. You should definitely jump over to their Twitch channel and follow them because we will be streaming on their channel at some point in the future. Fusion Forge
does a better
3D print.
job.
What was that?
See, she does a much better job.
I've just been saying it over and over for a year now, almost. We have Fusion Forge 3D Printing, who has printed all of our minis so far, and also Moral 3D Prints, who's been a great supporter, and Pat will tell us more about that later. And the Brush Republic, who has painted all of our minis so far. Again, we haven't played in person, but when we do. We also have
Can't wait.
Counterclockwise, who plays Weiss, and the game, the card game Weiss, and they stream out of the Compound Network as well. So, and then of course Tabletop Games, who are out in Westport, Massachusetts.
Speaking of tabletop games,
I was gonna say.
take it away.
We have a little something called Word of the Week. Usually when something silly or funny comes up, start on a Tuesday session, when you guys tell us or we come up with it, it becomes a Word of the Week. And if you go to one of our 3 partnered up stores, the Armory in Fairhaven, Tabletop Games in Westport, or the newly minted Twilight Comics in New Bedford, you can go and enter the Word of the Week to be announced. Should hit that. And you can enter in whatever the Word of the Week is for a $10 card. You could enter it and get yourself a chance to win the $10 card, I should say. So this Armory in Fairhaven, Tabletop Games in Westport, and Twilight Comics in New Bedford. Word of the Week, go put it in. Get your
I say
chance to
Word
win
of
a
the
$10
Week should
gift
be
card.
Nip Naps, because that was a missed opportunity.
wanna make
But it's
it-
not of the week. It's not
You
of the
can't
week, though.
force the
We
word.
can't
of the week.
retroactively.
You can't. You just can't do that.
force the Nip Naps.
No, you gotta respect the word of the week.
You never know, Nip Naps might come back up.
It's got to be organic. Come on now.
I seriously hope they do.
Yeah.
My
So
Nip
if you
Naps
like,
are always up.
That's,
Sorry.
I was gonna say.
so if
I
you
was
like
waiting. I was
some
really
of this
waiting for
banter, then you should definitely go and join our Patreon.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Good segue.
yes.
Nice job.
You can help support the stream when you get a little bit of a behind-the-scenes view on some of the DM prep notes, different lore items, some homebrew items. I'm not sure what we saw, if that was for everyone or not, but Izzy's got some things she's working on that we know that you don't, but who knows, you might know if you were in our Patreon. I don't know. You got to find out. So we have 2 tiers in our Patreon. It's a $1 tier and a $2.50. And we'd like to give a shout out to our newest Patreon member of Moriel 3D Prints. Yeah, just come on over and get some extra background stuff. And if you like our Patreon, you should also check out our merch. Isn't that right, Cuba?
Smooth transition. I like that. Yes, we are on TeePublic. We have a TeePublic shop. It is the NAT30s. If you check us out on there. There is a sale tomorrow, starting tomorrow through Friday, 3-day sale. Then on Sunday, which I guess is Pi Day, they're doing another 1-day sale for Pi Day. So go there on those days and check out our stuff. It's not just t-shirts. You can get buttons, stickers, pillows, hoodies, onesies, all sorts of fun stuff. And like I said, there's a sale Wednesday to Friday, and then on Saturday I will post a couple of the new Brew Bottle Tavern and maybe the new Zan shirt on there, and those will also be on sale for an additional 2 days starting Saturday. So go ahead, check it out. TeePublic.
Anyone else, when you said Pi Day, like think of like cherry pie, apple pie, and then it took a second. Like I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yes, the less fun pie, the mathematical formula pie.
So
Make sure I wasn't the only one.
3.14.
Yes.
Right. That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we also are running a giveaway. We have our monthly giveaway. Which is going to be a copy of Adventure Begins, the D&D board game, which is courtesy of the Compound Network. And you can enter using your channel points, or you can enter using your exclamation points. You can brawl or battle in the chat. You can see other people doing it in the chat, and you'll see, and you'll gather up all these points, and then you can get an extra ticket. So again, you can use your channel points. You can just redeem the enter the monthly giveaway and reward, and it keeps track of it for me. And then I have a list, and we will roll on stream live at the end of the month or the beginning of next month, and choose our winner. We already have 22 entries for the month. You also get an automatic entry each month if you are a patron of our Patreon. Like I said, free to enter. You just have like a guaranteed entry if you are a patron. And we also have our sponsor, who is BD&D. They've been really wonderful and typically doing giveaways. I'm gonna keep their giveaways to Saturdays, I think. We'll see. How about we'll do a pop-up giveaway. If we hit 25 viewers at any point during the stream, then we'll do a giveaway for BD&D. So you should definitely check them out. They have been really great. Hey, Dodleo. They have been really great, BD&D. You should check out their art. Just awesome homebrew stuff. I think that their website was just launching, so they only had a couple of things on, but now they're starting to really build that out. And I definitely recommend. Just gorgeous artwork. Last week we gave away one of their t-shirts with this like dragon eye drawing, and I cannot remember who won. Oh, Grem won, and I still need to follow up with her on who she wants to give it to. So definitely check them out. They've been giving something away every week for the month of March so far. Another thing too, I am going to be in a charity stream. Oh, it's right above. My timing is fabulous tonight. It's right above me right now. I am going to be taking part in a 17-week-long charity stream over on Wesselhausen's channel. He is going to be DMing. And we so far have sponsors from D&D Beyond and levelupdice.net. And there will be more coming. And 17 weeks, we're going to be doing all the Candlekeep Mystery stories. So it comes out, I believe, on the 15th. And then we're just going to, every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to play. And so I'll be playing alongside 3 or 4 other players. And Wesselhausen will be the DM. And we might swap out players and everything as we go in case people can't make every single one, because 17 weeks is it's a hefty commitment to make. But it was during my normal DM prep talk time, so I just kind of shifted it. So definitely check them out. Please follow. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you there. I'm very excited. The charity, by the way, should probably mention, is glisten.org, which is a charity that focuses on making sure that there is inclusion in education, LGBTQIA+, in the various United States education system, and also anti-bullying and other initiatives that are similar to that. So check them out, and the goal is, I don't know if he's announced it yet, actually, so I'll hold off. But we'll be starting on April 5th. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna run our intro and then we'll start. Thanks, everybody. And here we go. Yeah, so yeah, we can talk about it because I know that you didn't know.
No, I didn't know that.
And then also, like you said, you know, things evolve and change. So if it makes sense narratively, like maybe she was Circle of the Land before, and now she's Circle of the Land.
That makes sense.
So anyway.
Can't get comfortable in the seat tonight.
So, when we last left the bums of Greenest, you were within the city of Baldur's Gate. Specifically inside the ransacked and bloodied house of Asim Egreth, the wizard that gave you the location of an abandoned mining town where you could find diamonds of the carrot to bring back your fallen family and comrades. In exchange, you were to bring back a mysterious orb for his study. So you now find yourselves investigating his home. You being the four of you here, Vidania and Abaddon are back in the Brew Bottle Tavern.
Can we take a moment and acknowledge this fantastic word of plagueversary? Because I have not heard that before.
Yeah,
I love
just
it.
said the same thing. Like, what is this?
Yeah, technically.
Fun fact: we were
Anniversary?
playing D&D the night that the world ended
Mhm.
for our plagueversary, because it was on
March
Sunday
15th.
nights.
Yeah.
It was
March 15th was our last night.
14th,
Technically, that was also our first stream because 2 players played
Oh,
over
yeah?
Skype that night.
15th. They
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
streaming. It's like, that's right. They were
Technically,
set up a
from that
laptop.
from that day on, we always played in front of a laptop,
Mm-hmm.
starting on that day for a year now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What is the 15th? What day of the week is that? Tuesday?
Oh, no way.
I think
It's a Monday.
I think it's a Monday.
It's a Monday.
Yeah.
So,
Monday.
Celebrate
Um,
it Tuesday.
yeah, we'll celebrate it. Maybe we'll come up with something. All right. So, for those of you who are just joining us too, by the way, just tell your friends. If we hit 25 viewers at any point during the stream tonight, we'll do a pop-up giveaway.
We're at
And-
21.
And yeah, we're very close.
I think
Tell
we
your
should
mama
all
to
drink
log into
Coronas.
Twitch.
We should all drink Coronas on the plague anniversary.
Ugh.
We're trying to
Okay,
to kill ourselves.
Everybody give me space.
One Corona
I
doesn't get
thought
you,
it was
the
a
other
good
will.
idea.
In all fairness, I drank a ton of Corona when I was younger, and then I realized that it's not that good.
No, it's not. I mean, you could get Corona like Ultra or something if you want.
You don't drink it because it tastes good, Cuba. Same as Bud Light. You don't
Well, I
drink
mean,
it
you
'cause
put
it's-
the lime in it, it's all right. It's a good. So I'll say this for a Mexican beer, the only 2 I've ever had, like Corona, I will take any day over Dos Equis. Dos Equis is fucking terrible.
That is true.
Terrible.
I do have to categorically disagree, but that's okay.
You like
We-
them?
I like Dos Equis, yes.
I had one
That
drunk
changes
as
my whole
fuck
opinion about
at a
it.
Jimmy Buffett concert. Some stranger that we were just hanging out with at like their random tailgate thing, like handed me one, and I'm like yeah, I'm having a good time. Oh, I'm putting this low and behind my seat. like, I can't drink that.
So as you search through his home, it becomes clear that a struggle has taken place and items were taken, including the wizard himself. There are blood spatters that indicate he may yet be alive, so it's unclear how long he's been gone. So your group was discussing the possibility of using his hunting cap as a scent marker, with Micaiah wild shaping into that of a bloodhound to see where he's gone. The heavy rain continues to pour outside in the streets of Baldur's Gate, temporarily clearing the fog that usually hangs heavy in the air. So, when we last left you, I just am throwing that out there because I had forgotten that it was a torrential rain. Not to say that bloodhounds cannot
Because
sniff.
I rolled a 2 or something.
Who rolled a 2?
On the the directions to get there, like I rolled a 2, and like I think I summoned like a torrential storm to get me
No.
lost.
No, when you guys left, it was already raining. So, I forget who it was. Maybe Erdnot holding out the hat that Asim was wearing, and Micaiah.
I was gonna turn her invisible. And
Right.
Then Zan,
So then
I
she went
guess, could
poof
see
and
her.
disappeared.
Yes, Zan is probably holding out the hat.
Okay. So is it that Zan can see her, or he just can sense where she is at all times?
I think as we described it, it's like it's blind sight, so he can see like shapes, objects, everything within a 10-foot radius while he's invisible. While anything that's invisible or in darkness.
Okay. All right. So, Micaiah, you are an invisible bloodhound. It is raining outside. You guys have gone through the house pretty much. So, roll me a perception check. And I'm not taking away the advantage that the bloodhound has, but the DC is going to be higher because it is a torrential storm outside.
Let the Scooby-Doo-ness begin.
So, my regular Micaiah stats are still up. Do I use those?
Your regular Micaiah. Yes, hold on. I'm gonna block this other one from you so that you can't see it. And you should be good to go.
So, perception?
Yes, with advantage though. Oh, sorry, you're talking about being a bloodhound.
Oh no, there we go now. Hit his face on the window, it's stupid.
You have to tell us what they're talking about now.
Everybody just started to call it.
Oh.
We're watching, what's the name of this movie again?
Day After Tomorrow.
Oh, The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh,
You ever
that's
seen
a
that?
terrible movie.
Yeah.
And we just have it on in the background, and something stupid just happened. He's like, oh, he had his face in the window. What color?
Okay.
That he goes to.
So,
Yes.
I don't have the stats for a bloodhound. Hold on.
For wild shape, your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Yeah, they stay the
yours.
same.
Yeah, they stay the same.
But let me basically it's a mastiff I think that you're pretty much using. But let me
That's what I looked up, yeah.
I'm just double checking what your okay. Alright, so
So it says his advantage. Yeah.
at advantage it's a 10. Okay. So you Zan, you can see
But it says perception +3. So does that mean I add 3?
Colin, get your snack and let's go!
Some smacking that's about to go down in that house.
It's wild time right now at 9:30 in my house. Trying to get 2 teenagers to get to bed.
No, so I
apologize.
think your perception, you have advantage on perception, so I think the +2 is correct if you rolled the roll there. So you pick up the scent, and then as you step out of this front door, the rain like pouring down, people can't see you, so. And it's it's not super busy, but it is Baldur's Gate. There's always people out on the road. So there are people's other scents that are kind of masking it. You start off in a southerly direction. You sound kind of southeast, going a little bit slowly. So everybody else behind, you're kind of traveling. You get the impression that Micaiah is not super confident in the scent that she is trying to follow. I'm gonna have you do another perception check.
But she ain't nothing but a hound dog. Just crying
You
all
did
the
it!
time. Ain't nothing but a hound dog. Just crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't
Oh.
no friend of mine. I can't do
Called the
that.
scent again. It was the singing. It brought me back to my southern roots.
So as you continue down, you start to feel a little bit more confident. So you're heading southeast through the Heapside district and back in the direction of Brewbottle Tavern.
Can I stop and like point with one arm and my tail go straight out like they do in the cartoons? They got the
yes.
scent. Can I just be like,
I was gonna say it has to make that shh
Yeah, can we please do that, please? All right.
It is
Yeah, I
really
would
cool when
say-
a dog does that in real life, though.
Zan can see like the shape of that and is like,
Oh yeah, because I'm invisible, but Zan gets it. Yeah.
yeah, he can kind of make out like what it is that you're
Yes.
trying to do.
How's my bum look though?
Did someone pay for it?
No, I'm just wondering. I don't want to
That's
know
only
how
for
my
NPCs.
invisible butt looks.
No
Doesn't
free
It's
everybody
just,
wanna know?
it's just a silhouette. Because Zan casts Speak with Animals. And he can understand Micaiah for the next 10 minutes. Micaiah,
I'm just gonna start
have you got-
talking nonstop. I can't believe you can understand me. This is what I really sound like.
yes, I've picked up a few tricks inside of the Feywild.
I guess so. This is so neat.
Yeah,
So I just picture this group standing in the middle of the street with one of you talking to the air while the others are all just kind of standing around with the rain pouring down on you as you are talking to an invisible dog.
I think Eric would not be paying attention to the invisible dog conversation, but would just kind of be constantly peering around us because we're like the two most paranoid people.
and
Staring at every alley entranceway.
Zan's already the weird one, so him just basically talking to himself in the middle of the rain, it's not gonna really affect him.
So, I'm gonna have you do one more perception check as you begin to head to
All right, I'll take
Okay.
that.
you head down the road. I mean, it's gotten muddy. The roads are cobblestone in this area. They start to shift a little bit to kind of like broken stone and dirt road as you continue closer to the Eastway district where Brewbottle Tavern is and down into the Dock district. But you continue in that southeast direction and then make a sharp left turn into an alley, some side alleys that weave in between the different hovels and businesses that are in the Eastway district here. And then about there, just as you make your way out onto the main road, you find yourself standing in front of Basilisk Gate, which is the large stone gate that you entered and exited. It leads out into the outer city, where you had come in just this recent time and then exited to go down to Fool's Hope. And right about at that point, you start sniffing around and realize, Micaiah, that you cannot find the scent anymore.
Tulips.
All right, so knowing that obviously Zan can still hear me, I'm gonna let him know that so he can let the group know that I've kind of been sniffing around, but I can't really smell it anymore.
The trail has gone cold, gentlemen. She's lost the scent.
It's been taken out of the city to wherever their base is around here, I guess.
They may have a camp out in the woods, but I wouldn't recommend us go, especially without our other two. Probably best to turn back for now.
Hey, we've done all we can.
Zan, just take a look around, see if there might be any signs that the wizard had come through, any blood, or I know it's been days, any blood or anything.
You can make an investigation check.
21.
So, as you're searching through and around the area of Basilisk Gate, you take your time looking at the the stonework, the side, trying to like see if there are any handprints. There is no sign. You feel pretty confident after maybe taking 3 to 5 minutes of searching around while the others kind of look out. You see there are guards that are posted, the Flaming Fist guards in this area. You see them kind of looking at you all as the rain is just pouring down on them. Some of them are in areas where they can be shielded from it, but some of them are not. And they're just kind of watching you guys looking around, but you can't find anything between the rain and the unknown amount of time that has passed. And then thinking about it, it's likely that he was wrapped up in something or stowed away in some fashion, because he wouldn't be able, especially with the Flaming Fist, as Erdnot would be very familiar. They don't take any shit, and they would definitely stop.
Up mafia style, put him into barrels.
Well, no, the Flaming Fist is the.
No, I'm saying whoever took him.
Oh yeah, You're not gonna walk past the Flaming Fist in Baldur's Gate with somebody like bleeding from, especially if you look shady. Somebody is gonna stop you. So.
They're the smoldering fist right now, according to Roll to One. Since it's raining so much.
It is raining very hard.
That made me laugh. Thank you.
Hey, Initiative League. So, what is the plan?
Head back to the tavern.
We'll have to regroup, see if we can find a way to discover more of the Orb of Dragons.
Agreed.
Micaiah is gonna just tell Zayn that she's gonna stay in this form for now till we get back. Oh wait, no, they don't let dogs in, do they?
You're still invisible.
You're still
Oh yeah,
You're invisible for an hour.
alright, so that's fine. So I'll just stay like this because I like it. But that
She likes that wet
once
dog smell.
Micaiah once Micaiah gets a rest, she might have a spell that can help with this situation.
Okay. So, you all head back through, going southwest again to Brewbottle Tavern along familiar route. Or not, you know where you're going now. So, you end up back at the front door of Brewbottle Tavern. Inside, Abaddon and Vidania are there when you walk in. Abaddon looks over at you, and then you see her like laugh a little bit to herself and then talk to herself for a second, looking at all of you coming in soaking wet from the rain that is falling.
Was she laughing at us, or was it the voice in her head? Like she's laughing at us because we're wet, or?
You just saw her like laugh at you. So Vidania and Abaddon are sitting at one of the tables, and you see her like laugh at you. But it's clear also that she was talking to herself. So.
In that case, Arik will take a couple steps over closer to her and shake himself like a big dog and just get water on her.
She's like, ah! And Vidania laughs. She scoots back further away so she doesn't get wet.
No, she doesn't move.
Are you ready for bed?
She'll take the splash with grace.
This looks delicious.
She'll just look down at it like.
So at this point we
Seriously?
have like, what, 2 days before we have to be at this meeting?
It is the 12th of Hammer, Deep Winter, so you have to be there by the 15th.
Okay.
Now, if we don't have any more leads with the wizard, it might not be a bad idea to get to the meeting early, so get familiar with the area.
Dennis Quaid.
So
Right.
Abaddon and Vidania are like, so what happened?
Oh yes, they weren't there. The wizard,
Just fill them in.
Yeah, we'll just exponent that to role play.
And I would give Avedon the book that I had found.
Okay. She's like, oh, Ernie, thanks. Looks at it and she's like, Devil's my favorite. All right, sorry, I'm just trying to find a different scene. So Avedon, hearing what happened, she is going to look at you all and she's like, well, I actually know somebody here who I could probably go talk to from the Flaming Fist. I know a couple of them. They were regulars at Dying Dog, so I could just head out to my old stomping grounds and have a chat with them. I mean, we should probably let somebody know that there might have been a murder / kidnapping in the city, right?
I suppose that
Yes.
is probably a good idea. Not familiar with city life, to be honest.
Be the responsible thing to do.
Not much they can do about it.
Garmir is he comes up from or out from the back room with some snacks for everybody about this time because it's probably about like 11:30, almost 12 o'clock at this point. And so he sets everything down and listens to your story there. He looks at Avedon and is like, oh yes, that's a good idea. Although, what will you tell them about why you were there in the first place?
Business.
We're having him inspect a magical item for us, or an end item. No need to be too specific.
Avedon's like, yeah, I can take care of that. I can do that. You want me to go now? We are on a time crunch, right?
Yes.
You're going by yourself, or do you want one of us to go with you?
No, it's probably best if I go by myself.
Be careful.
Right. Bye. She goes off and she is going
I just
to...
imagine with her white skin, her red hair, her horns, and her black eyes, just bye, and just like shut the door.
So is there anything anybody needs to do during that time period, or do we want to skip, like I'm happy to skip ahead and just, unless there's anything you wanted to discuss?
No, I think we kind of discussed our thoughts about it when we were standing in the dude's living room.
Okay. So, a couple hours later, Avedon returns. She just lets you all know that she informed her contacts at the Flaming Fist and they were going to go check it out. So she's like, I hope we got everything we needed from there, because it's going to be a crime scene now.
Taking the money when we had the chance.
So is there anything else that you need to do in the city of Baldur's Gate over the next however long, or are you heading to Waterdeep? What's your plan?
Erdnot would see Dratha off.
Oh yes, Dratha. So
Zan would recommend we arrive early. That way we're familiar with the city and we can meet with contacts before the meeting. So we don't arrive on the day of the meeting.
Also,
Mr. Punctual.
Oh, Zan, you just want to shop.
New city.
We all know the reason why you want to get there early is you're hoping, oh, we have all this time and all this money from this dragon horde. Why don't we just go on the shopping trip? I know you, Xander Huntsman.
I have only been shopping the number of times I have with you all. It's a new experience. I'm sorry.
Oh, darling, you do not have to apologize. I love shopping too. Let's get there early, y'all.
shopping montage.
So,
He's gonna get makeovers.
so Dratha is on the 12th here, this 12th day of Hammer. She is preparing to head out the following day as long as the rains stop. So she is.
Let her not roll for that, because they won't stop if he rolls.
No,
It'll keep
the
raining.
weather is in the app, so his
Oh.
rolls had nothing to do with it.
Never mind, I'm sorry, Erdy. Probably why he's so cranky, because we always blame everything on you.
So Dratha is upstairs when you guys all get there. She's still resting quite a bit. She probably should not leave because it's only been about 6 days, but she's gonna do it anyway. So, as has been discussed numerous times at the table, between Avedon saying like, she said to wait 10 days, and Dratha's like, I'm not doing that.
I wouldn't either.
So she's upstairs getting her stuff ready. The following day, she's planning on leaving early in the morning, so we're going to say the 13th of Hammer. About 6 in the morning, she's gathering up all of her items. Scattered clouds, but mostly clear today. No, that didn't show up.
Did she check the app? Is that how she knows?
She looks out the
I like
window.
I like the way you said it. It sounds like, when you turn it on the weather station, the automated one.
Yeah, that's
58
today.
degrees. Scattered
Scattered
clouds,
clouds.
but mostly clear today.
It was very calming.
Yeah.
It made me feel
So-
very good about the weather report. I felt confident in it.
So she's leaving this morning.
Yes, she's starting to gather up all of her stuff in her room.
Yeah. I have her escort of gnomes that I had Garmir send out the call to.
So they would be waiting downstairs. You
Trusty
what are your
goon squad?
what are your gnomes? What do the gnomes look like?
They're regular sized gnomes, but they're like fucking swole. Like they must do nothing but work out because they have like gigantic gnome. Like for gnomes, they have gigantic arms.
I want to see this in real life.
There's a rock, the rock gnome, like
Yeah,
in
the
here
rock
somewhere.
Oh my
If you
god!
really wanted to work for it, it's somewhere
Oh my
in there.
god!
Gnome the Rock Johnson.
Can you please name one of them that?
Are they part of a
Macho.
troop, or are they kind of just
Another one should be Rocky.
like dock hands that he pays on occasion to kind of be bouncers, or are they like a group that does this as part of their job? Do they wear a uniform?
No, they don't wear a uniform. They're not any sort of organized. He has known them for several decades at this point, and they're just like
Like dock workers?
Yeah, they're I'm at a loss. I can't think of the word right now. They're just like this fucking, like the boys are back in town, like from Thin Lizzy. It's like the song about them, except they're just really fucking strong, tough gnomes.
Okay.
That he has come to trust as a hired security over the years.
So these 3.5 foot tall, very, very built gnomes.
Yeah, no, they all wear muscle shirts.
Do they have like one eyebrow that's just like raised perpetually?
All right, so they are waiting downstairs. They're kind of like chatting it up with Garmir. And Dratha heads down the stairs in the tavern.
Dwayne,
Like-
Macho, and Hogan.
What was it? What are their names?
Dwayne, Macho, and Hogan.
Dwayne?
Yeah, like Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne, Macho, and Hogan. Okay.
I freaking love it.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Lauren
So
would be proud. She loves wrestlers.
So, Erdnot, what is so Dwayne, Macho, and Hogan, they're all chatting with Garmir at one of the side tables, laughing it up and slapping each other on the back. And you see Dratha comes down the steps from the second floor, and she's got a little satchel that she doesn't have much. She didn't come with much. And in that moment, you see the three gnomes. They just kind of stand up from their seats, and then they give like a little bow. And one of them bows a little bit further than the other. And you can see as he does. Why don't you describe his ass? Which one is it, Dwayne?
I don't know. You tell me.
Dwayne, it's Dwayne. Dwayne
Alright,
bows down.
Well, Dwayne, because these dudes, yeah, their arms are huge, but they don't skimp on squat day. So he's got his bum, his derriere looks rock solid.
Rock
See what I did
gnome.
there?
Rock gnome joke.
I mean, definitely if you were to flick that butt, you would really hurt your finger. Like these dudes are no joke.
I mean, it would have just been more hilarious if like they were all taut, but like the legs were like super skinny. Like,
Well,
SpongeBob legs.
definitely the focus is on the upper body, but I mean,
They skip
there's a
leg
lot of
day a
walking
lot.
around and they squat, they do the full body workout, but like definitely
Get your
6 hours
drops
a day on the arms. It's still like a rock solid butt. You wouldn't want you don't want him sitting on you because like it would hurt.
Vidania catches a glimpse. You
Love
see her.
that.
She's like,
Wearing those tight gnome pants.
if you, especially with Vidania, she's so tall. She's at least twice as tall as they are. You would have to definitely like get down on your hands and knees to flick it, though. They're very tiny.
Are they wearing like wrestling singlets? So it's like the leotard, but like the
Unitard?
you know what I mean?
Oh, like the old school, like Andre the Giant, where he
no,
always had like one
the
big
only way
glove.
the only way you can tell them apart is one has two straps, and then the other ones it's on one arm or the other. That's the only way you can tell them
So
apart.
like minions, how they have slight differences.
I like
There you go, Graham. So Dratha comes down just to give everybody another look at Dratha now that she's looking healthy. There she is. So she comes down and she's all ready to go, decked out. She's got a couple of her earrings or her jewelry is all in place. And yeah, she looks at the group. And she still has like a little bit of some bags under her eyes from being dead for almost a week. So she does a heavy sigh and comes over to you, Erdnot, and she gives you a big hug. It's like, it's been 40 years since I got to spend this much time with you, Da. Too bad it's because I was dead.
Well, hopefully soon I will be home permanently. If the gods are with me in this endeavor.
I hope so. I gotta turn off this ring.
It was calming.
She looks at the rest of the group, and then she looks over at you, Arik, and she just kind of nods, like, remember that conversation we had? Remember your promise, all these promises that Arik Firesong has to make. So
Arik will step forward and extend his arm out like that classic forearm grip.
she does it. Shakes. She's only like 4 feet tall, so It's up. She does it.
I'll stoop down. And I'll say, be well. Take care of yourself.
You too. Auric Firesong. And she looks at everyone else, and then she looks over at the gnomes and looks. Garmir steps up, and they give each other a hug. And he says, "Be careful, Dratha. Give my love to the kids." And she nods. Of course. Well, please write to me if she's saying this to you or not. Let me know how it's going.
And as much as I can.
All right. I will send a letter once I arrive. Is there anything you want me to pass along to the Fear Plains Council?
Just to stay vigilant.
Okay.
Safe travels, my little hot flower. He'd kiss her on the head, look around at everybody with a stink eye, then kiss her on the head, and say, it's like you give the children my love. Keep the boy in line. Not that boy. Their boy.
Mark will just smile.
And then he turned to the gnomes and he goes, "My friends, please take
yes,
great
yes.
care of my daughter."
Oh, yeah!
Good night, Beluga.
Good night. Okay. So she heads out. And the gnomes follow.
Doing the bushwalker.
One of them has to do the Macho Man, just like like as he walks out.
Okay, so Dratha is heading off. It is the 13th of Hammer. What is your plan?
I guess we're gonna teleport over there.
Stephanie did the X.
Yeah, I
She
wanna
said
go
it
shopping.
wasn't that bad.
Was it?
Okay.
Before we go, did Abaddon still have those potions in the bag of holding? Didn't we buy a bunch of them that we never split up?
I thought you guys did split them up.
That we split them up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
Wasn't there like 2 potions each or something? Or no, that was a previous time. Never mind.
Nope, they're still in the bag of holding. There's it says 9.
Yeah, that's old. I think that's an old amount.
So
Like that's kind of never changed.
So that's not.
No, she's got the amount though. She had doled those out before you guys went to the mine. So I think maybe everybody took 2 of those 9 at the time. But then you did buy stuff? Huh?
That's what I was thinking of. That's why I was like, yeah, like we each had 2, but then I was like, no, wait, was that before we even got to the city? But no, you're right. I didn't use any of that at the mine, so I should still have 2.
Yeah, I think that maybe there was like
Lauren,
1.
Without Lauren to handle our logistics.
Yeah.
Lost.
She takes all the notes.
Yeah. She's a scribe that like melts things with fire.
Yes.
So yeah, so you guys did buy stuff. I put it in the loot in Discord, but I thought you separated all that out.
Don't believe we separated out that loot from the last excursion. Because it's we had 1 potion of healing, a potion of climbing, potion of fire breath, 1 oil flask, a ShamWow.
Right.
Zan
Still need to put that together.
Zan
ShamWow.
is definitely hanging on to the ShamWow. And we also we also have Micaiah's
I gave you the money.
pep rock.
I gave you the money to buy those 2 potions for me.
I have my
the,
pet rock, I know that.
So the potion of climbing and fire went
Those
to
were mine.
Arik. I have the other potion of healing. Does anyone need it? Because that means I have 4 regular potions of healing, and I have that 1 superior.
Well, you did just die, or whatever just happened to you, so I think you should keep all that,
You can
just in case.
put the extras in the bag of holding.
So I've got 2 regular potions of healing.
Because I mean,
what
if
does
we
everybody
I'll
want,
take 1, because
yeah,
I
because
don't typically
I
need
think
one
it's
just in
better than
case.
putting them in the bag if we have
Yeah.
them. That way, any of us can
I'll
get
take
to
one.
the other one.
Right.
So do that to Micaiah.
I would give Arik as many healing potions as...
Oh yeah, he should take some, because I have some spells.
I've got 2 on me already. 2 regular ones.
Well, doesn't hurt to have another one.
No, I'll take whatever. It doesn't matter.
Like, I can literally touch myself and heal myself in like 4 different ways, magically. You know?
I have one.
That sounded so weird.
New age
Heal
healing
myself.
methods.
Heal myself in 4 different ways.
He does that, like, what is it called?
Well, I have to do
He has the
touch
Kama
myself.
Sutra of healing himself.
I've got one way to do it, but last time I didn't even have a chance, so it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, if you want to give me another one, I'll take another one. That'll give me 3.
I would say, yeah, you go down a lot. You're always like right up in,
God,
you know,
you goddamn
Creatures.
right I do, sweetheart.
creatures' grills up there. Rest of us are standing back, shooting at it. So, you should probably have some of those.
All right. So you guys dole out all of your stuff, and Abaddon takes out the scrolls, or the scroll that Zan had given her a year and some change ago for Zan, but only about a week and a half ago for everybody else. She's like, all right, so it's gonna be a lot like the last time when we went through the portal. Not maybe the best feeling, but are we ready?
Let's do it.
Aye.
Okay. All right, so you guys all kind of stand in a close circle, and Abaddon.
Did she get any info from the Flaming Fist God? Did we talk about that?
I thought she was gonna report it.
Yeah, she just
That's
reported it.
Oh, okay. I thought she was talking to someone to see if they could. Okay, sorry about that.
No, so she went to some specific people that she knew and that she was familiar with in the Flaming Fist Guard to try to, just to make it easier for, like,
Gotcha.
typically if you're the one who's going to report something, you might end up having to get interrogated and blah, blah, blah. So she went to the people that she knows to make it just easier to, hey, saw this.
I thought for some reason that she was going to try to dig and get some info or something.
Oh,
like
no,
that.
they don't even know.
I
They didn't even know that it
misunderstood.
happened. Yeah.
Okay.
So she takes the scroll, and begins to read the incantation that is written on it. You see the runes that are on the parchment begin to glow with this light bluish color that you all are somewhat familiar with from the teleportation circle that you stepped on in Castle Naratar. You see Garmir watching you guys from the tavern. He just looks at you, Erdnot, nods.
Erdnot just
And-
nods back. They know. They have that silent brotherly connection.
And then the wind begins to like whip up all around you all, and in an instant it's suddenly white and you feel yourselves getting pulled across somewhere. Time, distance, it's really unclear.
Is it like in Harry Potter when they like teleport? How they say it, like it feels like you're getting like sucked through your belly button.
I
For
think it
Erdnot,
feels like
maybe.
You're getting sucked up. You're getting sucked through your bum. Come on, that's the.
Through your
that's what
bum.
happens. It feels like your whole body's getting sucked into your own asshole. It'd be a
So-
horrifying experience.
you get pulled along, and it's pretty
Tiny
uncomfortable.
asshole.
Pulled
Doing
along.
the old oil check. You know, just pulling you through time and space.
And everything is like white and it's hard to breathe for a second as you're moving instantly from one space to another. And I'm trying to find some music that goes along with this. I think I didn't plan well enough.
Imagine the clap of air rushing in to fill the void as we teleport out of this. Like, we're like a bunch of hefty fucking individuals, like.
It's just the clapping of cheeks as we like materialize.
Garmir's hair is like.
This sounds like a small theater applying.
Just a bunch of thick boys and girls just smacking cheeks.
Disassimilated.
Oh, that's the word of the week. Smacking cheeks.
Smacking cheeks? I guess it's not a word anymore. We gotta have like a phrase now. So you you appear. I'm going to bring it back to the landing page. You appear in a 20 by 20 foot stone room with this blue light that's emanating from the magical runes that are glowing on the floor underneath your feet. There's a single stone door leading out of the room.
I'm sorry. Did you see what Falcone put in the
Already
the
checking it.
All right,
Oh
let's
my
look.
gosh.
Oh, I can't
Wait,
see
I
it.
don't
Hold
think I
on.
see it.
I won't be able to see it.
Oh my gosh.
Describe it. You gotta tell me what it is.
I don't know if I can.
Let's take off my background.
They drew what
yep,
that
here we
bum
go.
though was.
Nice.
I can't. It's got the blur. You'll see it.
Look.
Nice. Yes.
That is a nice ass
So-
right there.
So inspired. Is Brem still here? I think that like.
Thank you for highlighting that message because then we all saw it. Because that's
It was
great.
like, I'm like, well, what's this? It's in purple. Is it?
Me
Am I in
too. I
trouble?
looked down. I was like, why is this in purple? I like purple.
So yes, you are standing in this room. You all just stop, and your hair kind of like goes down from the wind disappearing. Very classy. And you're all just standing in this room, looking at one another. Stone room with a single door leading out.
Is there any banners with any sort of insignia in this room?
Nope, it's just a very plain, small room, actually.
Turning to Zan. Well, these are your people. Why don't you lead the way out?
Alright, Zan will examine the door and try and also listen, see if he can hear anything on the other side of the door.
Make a perception check.
Micaiah is gonna go over to Zan and put her hand on him and give him guidance.
I'm gonna roll like a 30.
Right?
It's only 19.
Put your ear against the door after kind of looking around. There's nothing that pops out to you as being like, it doesn't look trapped or anything. And you listen and you hear very faintly on the other side of the door this kind of like shifting of like armor, like someone standing outside the door.
Zan will quietly tell everyone, I'm not sure where we are, but there seems to be someone on the other side of the door. Zan will slowly begin to open the door.
Okay. So you begin to cautiously open the door. It's a pretty heavy stone door, so you push against it and it makes a loud scraping noise against the bottom of the floor. And then as you do that, you feel the door being pulled open by someone on the other side. And standing on the other side, you see two guards with the symbol of Tempest, a blazing sword on a blood-red shield visible on their chests. And they are standing in a hallway that extends down. It's a stone hall, about 40 feet out in front of you. One of them is tall, human man with light blue eyes, brown skin. He stops you and he puts his hand out. Says, "Halt. What are your names?"
Yes, my name is Xander Huntsman.
And he looks to everyone else. You give your names, everybody.
Do I?
Bakaya.
Or not?
Okay.
Sure.
He says Chagda. And from where do you hail?
Myself, I am from Greenest.
Our bombs are from Greenest.
Abaddon says, "I'm from Baldur's Gate." Vidania, she says, "Elven Tree."
Hey,
Far.
Baldur's Gate. The both of us pointing at Eric as well.
Oh yes, me too. Mm-hmm.
And what is your business here in Waterdeep?
We are here meeting with some friends, and Zan looks towards Micaiah and to do some shopping.
Yes. I give him a wink, a nice big one. I missed you, Zane.
The guard looks to their companion, who is this very tall, thick half-orc male with these short dreads who stays silent. And then the human looks back at you and he says, "Follow us." And they lead you down the hallway to another door. You can hear like the echo of their armor clinking and everything. Thank you for the raid. Let's play pop.
Oh, thank you for the raid.
Thank you.
We're back on 21. We need 4 more viewers, and then we can get a pop-up giveaway.
Pop-up giveaway.
Pop-up giveaway coming your way. 4 more viewers. Tell your friends.
Another person redeemed that bum though. So as you are,
Oh.
you guys are escorted as you would be with the human who's standing up in the front, and the half orc is bringing up the rear. You see that, so you guys are in the middle of a long line heading down the hallway. You can't help but admire the uniform of the Tempest guards here. It is this lovely color palette of yellows, whites, reds, a little bit of silver, some gold, and especially the pants are actually a whitish color, which really just accentuates the amount of very hard work that these Tempest guards put into keeping their physique in tip-top shape. This human in particular, if Will was here, well, you would describe it like a shelf. You could place your drink on it. The squats, the running, the sparring out in the pit. It is all paid off for this particular guard. But he's not arrogant about it. It's like he doesn't even know that you all are staring at his badonkadonk as he walks towards the other door. And there's almost a little bit of disappointment from each of you that can see the view as he opens the door and then steps to one side, to hand you off to another set of guards wearing similar clothing, similar guard uniform. Another pair of Tempest guards opens. There's one bushy bearded dwarf and one red-haired human. They nod to the ones handing you off, and then they head up a set of stairs, leading you again. And the human again turns to you and says,
Oh, but we are nice.
"Hello, travelers.
And we'll tend to your every
So what are your
hope and
names?"
need.
Do you all repeat yourselves?
Nah, just rolls his eyes again.
And where are you coming from on this fine day?
Erdnot's the kind of guy to like yell at airport security when he has to like stop, do his thing, go 10 more feet, stop, do his thing. He's a Karen. That's what he is.
Already talked to that guy over there. Why isn't I doing the same things here when I already told that guy?
I just bought this water bottle for $10, and now you want me to throw it away. That's the kind of guy that Erdnot is. I'm telling you right now.
So do you just give them the same answer?
Mm-hmm.
They look back at you as you guys are walking up these stairs and starting to head down yet another hallway and say, and what is your business here in Waterdeep?
Shopping and visiting friends.
Interesting. Shopping, visiting friends. It's not every day that people arrive to shop and visit friends using the restricted teleportation circle within the basement of the temple. Okay. Then they get silent and they just continue walking down the hallway.
I know where we are. That's why they're like, oh, hey, so it's like you guys just kind of came out of the basement of like the Pentagon. For what? Like,
Yeah,
what are you doing here?
So they bring you down.
After hearing them say that they are in the Temple of Tempest, Zan will use his quiver to the guard and say, we weren't sure where we were, but we were given a teleportation scroll by Leosin.
The guard is walking ahead of you, and you see them hesitate for a moment when your voice starts in their ear, and then they turn to look to see which one of you, like they stop the group, and then they turn and look at all of you and says, "Who was that?"
Xander.
You say that with your mouth.
Yes.
So the guard looks at you, says, "I don't know that name, but you can tell it to the secretary." And they turn around and continue down this this marble stone hallway. Huh?
Saying just swung and missed that one.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. No? You try.
So it's clear now that you're in the temple, like the temple proper. Like you were in a basement before, but now as you're looking, you can see these marble stone walls, sconces. You can start to see the little details in the wall stonework that's reserved for being someplace that people see and should be reverent within. So it smells like incense here, and you can hear people speaking to one another and laughing, telling stories somewhere out in the temple as it just starts to get bigger. It's a large space. The guards turn you down a short hall and they gesture for you to enter a study type room, which is flanked by 2 more Tempest guards. And each of these guards is heavily armed, by the way. On the far end of the room, with some stained glass windows behind them, sits a young human male with these dull red robes with gold trim. He stands to the two guards who let you in, and you see them relieve the ones that were stationed outside the door, and then he gestures for you. He does not stand up. but he gestures for you to come in. So as you enter in, he kind of does this steepling with his hands, and he says, "Welcome. I am Hardhar Murdan Lightbrand. And to whom am I speaking?"
Yes, I am Xander.
Xander. He begins to make notes in the ledger. Yes.
Trogdor of Baldur's Gate.
He makes a note.
Not.
Micaiah.
The other two give their names. He says, "And from where did you come?"
We've come from Baldur's Gate.
"And how did you get here?"
It's our first time, well, second time really, but our first time teleporting here.
Interesting. You can only teleport to a circle such as the one housed within this temple if you know of its existence and have a way of getting here. So how did you arrive?
We were given a scroll from a friend to meet.
A friend. Who is this friend? And looking around, you can see that, like, this person, although they're in robes and you're in a temple, this is the temple of Tempest, which is the god of battle. And so, as you're watching this individual, you can see that, like, very close by are different types of weapons. They look as though at any given moment, if they needed to, they could just grab their stuff and begin fighting. Not to say that you're challenging them in any way, just giving an overall view of, this isn't an old, withered, like acolyte of the Ladies' Hall or something. This is the Temple of Tempest, and so a little bit intimidating presence. I would say, is anybody proficient in religion in this group? Has this come up before?
I'm
None
a
of you took
paladin.
religion?
I'm
I don't think so.
-1 in religion.
Yeah.
I only care about my god, not yours.
I mean, I'm not
That
Sounds
proficient
like
in religion,
every
but
paladin ever.
that's been a -1 in religion also. But Tempest would be the main god that in Westermarn that we worshipped.
Okay, how about you make a religion check?
That's gonna be ugly. I'll do it anyways.
Oh, 15.
Oh,
So with a 15, you do recognize that the title, I'm just gonna look up to make sure that I say the exact right thing. The Temple of Hardhar, which I'm probably saying wrong, but Hardhar is more likely how it's being pronounced, is
Hada.
there's an acolyte, then there's a stalwart, and then there's the Hardhar, which is a warrior priest. You can see that he has bracers on his wrists, and you catch a glimpse, Arik, just because you know what to look for, is that there is underneath the robes a breastplate. Like this is not. There are 1, 2, 3, 7 ranks, so this is the 3rd rank, but it's not an acolyte. It's not someone on the lowest rung. So just for your information. So anyway, they had asked. He had asked, "How did you get here? Who is your friend?"
Would be Leosin.
That name means nothing to me. I'm going to need more.
Seeing this is a temple of Tempest, and I have known those who worship Tempest to be friends of those who might meet at midnight.
I see.
Wait, do the rest of us get that reference? Did Zan just like do
Probably
a pass-
not.
I thought
No.
you just busted out
Flash?
And what is your business within the city?
We are going to be meeting with like-minded individuals to discuss a overarching concern. And Zen will use his quiver to inform he is trying not to be disrespectful, but he is not sure who is let on to the Temple of Tempest helping the Harpers.
Okay. He makes eye contact with you while you're speaking in his mind. Doesn't look overly pleased to have somebody talking to him in that way, from what you can gather. Huh?
Feeling that tickles. Like when he does it, like you feel like it's just like
The little
someone
buzz.
sticking like a feather in your brain.
Yeah, there's a little buzz in your ear, and then you start to hear the person's words. But he looks over at you, and he writes down some more notes. And where will you be staying within the city?
We are not sure yet. We have no lodging set aside for us. We're going to find an inn or someplace safe.
Very well. I will reach out to some contacts of my own. In the meantime, just so that you are aware, everyone who arrives from a teleportation circle must provide their names, how they arrived, and their business within the city, and pass our judgment based on those answers before they may leave.
Understandable.
Well, welcome to the City of Splendors. You will be escorted to the main hall. These notes will be escalated and checked for accuracy. And he snaps his fingers a few times, and you see the two guards step, the ones that had led you up, they step in, and then they gesture for you to follow them.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So eventually you make your way out into this large domed great hall, and there are numerous statues of humanoids that are ranging from the whole gamut of races in battle poses that are placed throughout. This domed ceiling reaches up about at least 35 feet. You can hear and see all of the people in the area laughing, and the ones that you had heard, the voices, people sharing battle stories. There are some wash basins situated around for cleaning yourself, cleaning wounds, cleaning, just cleansing your soul. And you are now within the city of Waterdeep, in the House of Heroes.
Temple, right?
Yes, you are in the House of Heroes, the Temple of Tempest.
And if
The
I
god of
understood
battle.
you correctly, we're not allowed to leave until they give us the okay.
No, you can leave. He was saying, like, you wouldn't have been able to leave that room.
Oh, okay. I thought like go sit in the cafeteria until the
No,
higher
no.
ups give the okay for you to like walk freely out of the building.
Nope, you're good. They know how to find you if they need to.
Do they?
They do.
We don't exactly blend in wherever we go.
They've got magical means of tracking down anybody who turns out to be not what they expect.
Well, we did teleport here, so I guess we must have like a residual whiff of teleportation that they can detect.
Are there any places in this temple to pay homage of any kind? Like,
Oh,
do
yeah,
they
I
have
mean-
any like places of offerings and whatnot?
Yeah, pretty much the whole thing. Any of the statues that you see, you can see little basins at the bottom, gold basins with monetary offerings or gems placed within them. Depending, the different races are all represented here. If you had one in particular that you wanted to offer at.
Any? Would you say all races?
Yeah,
Is there?
for the most part, yeah.
Did you mean different different gods and whatnot, or did you mean different races?
No, like
that...
yeah, like humans, half orcs, dwarves, gnomes, halflings.
I'll go to one that has human, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or
Do-
we'll go and hill. Okay. What were you gonna
Oh,
say?
go ahead.
So what is it? Is it just money that's in there?
Wait, are
There's-
you just walking out to find a church and like
No,
not
we're
saying
in
anything to
the-
anybody?
You're
We're
in the temple.
We're in the church.
Oh, okay. I thought we just walked out. Never mind.
Well,
No, you're in
before we walk
the
out.
Great Hall. Yeah. Yeah, so there are gems, there are coin in there, there are little rings, just anything really that people would find of value is in there.
Art doesn't really have much of value, but he'll take one of his many daggers. Immaculately kept, of course, and he'll take it out and he'll place it to his forehead and say something quick in his mind, and then he'll just place it inside the little basin. And then he'll walk away and join the others.
All right. So you all exit the Temple of, or the House of Heroes. Actually, you see like the name of it in various spots within the temple. And as you exit it, you see that you step out onto the street, and directly in front of you is this huge stadium. You cannot see into it, but you see the big wall that leads up, and it's clear that this is where some kinds of games are held. There is a notice board that has the name of the thing, which I have to look up now because I forgot what it's called. But there's a large stadium directly in front of you, which makes sense given that Field of Triumph is what you see, and you can see that it's clear that fighters or whoever are in this stadium are brought into the House of Heroes after battles.
Not to jump in on you, DM, but we've got 26 people. Did we want to do a pop-up thing real quick?
Oh, we do?
Hey. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I just
didn't
happened to
see
see
that.
it because somebody redeemed something. So.
I just switched over to Foundry like a couple minutes ago too.
Okay. Yeah, so I was gonna say, like, you're in the city of Waterdeep, and when we rejoin next. Hey,
So
Initiative.
it's basically a coliseum across the street.
Yeah, you can't see from the outside like how extensive it is, but you can tell that this is like a place where people are going to see games
I
and
think
whatnot.
Arik might remember in Baldur's Gate the other temple where the people were screaming, being brought in. They were all beat up.
Oh yeah, yep.
Was that Baldur's Gate?
It was El Terrell.
El
Actually.
Terrell.
El Terrell, yes.
Mhm.
I remember the one there.
It was in the RP thread.
Yeah, I remember that. I just didn't think it was Baldur's Gate. El Terrell.
Yes. So for our viewers, we had a deal that if we hit 25 viewers tonight, we would do a pop-up giveaway. I cannot show you exactly what you are going to win because I don't have the picture up in my cards that scroll up here. But if you check out bdnd.com, you can see the design of the shirt that we will give away tonight. BD&D, they have just kind of started launching their merch store. They're doing homebrew items, NPCs, different kinds of encounters, and then the art is fantastic. If you follow them on Instagram, you can see the concept art, which is really interesting. How I think it's a husband and wife team, and I think it's the husband that does the art, at least based off of conversations that I've had. I could be wrong. Sorry to anybody who I'm getting that wrong. But it's really interesting how they do the concept art. But then they have just awesome items that they're coming out with, and so they're launching, and they have partnered with us to sponsor some giveaways. So if you just enter hashtag BEADND, you can enter into our giveaway. I'll leave it open for a couple of minutes, and I see we've got 3 entries so far. They are out of New Zealand, just an FYI, so shipping might be slow, maybe. But if you give me your address, I am sure to pass it along, and you will get your shirt. It can be a short sleeve or a long sleeve shirt. Really your choice, because I didn't put up a picture of what it would be tonight. I believe on Saturday it was a long sleeve, and it was Brem who won. So we'll give it another second. But you all are in Waterdeep, new area. This is where Lissa, Micaiah remembers, is currently living as well, although you don't know where she lives because you did not go to her home. But yeah.
Is that where we're gonna end it? Stepping
Yeah.
out. To be like, where is the sunlight?
Stepping out into the city of Waterdeep. I'll leave this this giveaway open. Remember, hashtag BEADND to win a shirt tonight from BEADND.com. Still have just 3 entries. It's a pretty good chance. We've got A Falcone, M Cheese Cat, and Rolled a 1.
I gotta be honest, I thought for sure that was gonna go real sideways when Zan started talking to people's minds.
There were notes made.
Well, I'm like sitting there, I was like, don't tell them everything.
So we've got an Areola. Areola 51 is in there.
Areola? What?
Love it. Areola 51. The Initiative League joined in. Thank you, Roll the One, for joining.
Does anybody here know Tech 9 Arappa and the song Areola?
No.
Lee chuckles. She was like, oh, I know that song.
Hey, Graham, I see you are back. Do you message me if you've got the address of whoever wants your shirt, by the way. BD&D was asking me if I had the winner yet. And I need to double check for Belugas as well. So...
Which shirt is this that they're gonna win?
It's if you go onto the BEADND.com and you look at it's the Dragon Eye shirt. That's the one that they're giving away.
Okay. Because I say that piano mimic is really cool.
I know. Yeah, that one's really cool. Right now they just released the Dragon Eye one, so that's the one they're giving away. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? We got 5 people. Okay, I'm going to close the giveaway. Hashtag BEADND. If you want to join in to win a free shirt, which sorry I can't show you, but like I said, here I'll throw it out here again. BEADND. You can go look at their website yourself too. Okay, I'm closing it. Here we go.
It comes in socks too.
Say who's getting prosecuted?
Who?
I don't know. I heard somebody getting prosecuted.
Oh.
I don't know. Ness is watching some kind of.
All right, I'm gonna pick the winner.
Because you turned off the day after tomorrow because it was so bad.
No, it ended. It was over.
M Cheese Cat.
Tomorrow ended.
M Cheese Cat.
M Cheese Cat.
That's awesome.
I don't even know who that is.
No, I think that they're new. Thank you for joining us.
Good job.
M Cheese.
I hope she's still there.
No,
is it McCheese or M?
No, it's M Cheese.
Mickey's. Mickey's.
Mickey's.
MC Hees. I don't know. I'm trying to think of all different ways how to. It's either
Mitch-
MG. Yeah, it's gotta be
I like
MG's.
McCheese.
Mickey's.
We're destroying your name.
Yeah. Cheese cat.
Oh, cheese cat.
Cheese.
Oh, I like that.
You won. So please DM me with your address. You don't have to give me your name if you don't want to. I'll just send it to cheese cat, and we will have. I will let BD&D know that you are the winner, and we'll get your shirt out to you. And thank you for joining us. Everybody, just oh shit, hold on. I forget this shit every time. God damn it. Okay. The credits. I didn't create this whole thing to forget it every single
Did
goddamn
you figure
time.
out what the word was? The word of the week, slapping cheeks. Was that what it was gonna be? The word of the week.
Actually, I was gonna recommend it be Hada after. I mean,
H-A...
Well, I think that would go good since the last word was
H-A-A-D-A-R?
blast.
I think we should both accept H-A-D-A, Hada, and H-A-R-D-A-R.
Harder.
Yeah, so either
Harder?
H-A-D-A.
Hada or harder.
Hardhar.
Even though it's hard. Even though it's
Hardhar.
Hardhar. That's what it's really supposed to be.
Hardhar.
We'll go with harder. Harder.
Hordor.
Right,
Hordor.
so word of the
Oh,
week,
that's nice.
butcher the word harder.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Any way that you can.
Fucking
it'll be accepted.
Hada.
No, I mean, let's face it, if word of the week, they're from Massachusetts, spell
Yeah.
it like how it sounds when you say
Yeah.
it.
And if you are a local, remember you get to go to Tabletop Games in Westport, the Armory in Fairhaven, and or Twilight Comics in New Bedford. Enter the word of the week in the NAT30s jar up at the front desk, and you can be entered to win a $10 gift card or gift certificate to each of those places. Whichever place you go, if you win, you get $10 to that place. So definitely go hang out there and get yourself some $10, some free stuff at the place.
The way the
Or
chat goes,
Hada,
we should
like
just
going off
we
the-
should just talk Boston like for the last
I know,
15
I
minutes
know.
of every single thing.
I love it. So thank you to our subs and resubs, Raging Rolls, our hosts, Initiatively, our raids, the Role Players Guild, and Little Clay Pot. These are the ones that it caught anyway, so we appreciate it. Thank you to our new followers. It didn't catch you until just now, so thank you to our new followers. And
Support us. If you want to support us even further, check out our Patreon page. And we got only 2 tiers right now, but they're full of good shit. You know, $1 is the cheapest one, and then $2.50 is our most expensive tier. So that's another great way to support what we do. And if you want merch from us,
Check out our merch tree store.
cool-
Oh, I thought we were reversing. I'm sorry.
merch tree.
I'm
I'm just spitballing shit out here. Yes, check out our TeePublic. Sale starts tomorrow till Friday on everything that's in the store, up to 35% off. The NAT30s TeePublic. And then Saturday I'll have a couple more designs up there that will be also on sale for an additional 2 days.
all right. So we're gonna raid Typecast RPG tonight. That's what we're gonna do. So thank you everybody for hanging out.
Thank
see.
you for pushing the giveaway.
Yes, thank you all for getting us over that 25 mark. And am I forgetting something? I don't know. Patrons, I will have this edited and up at some point tomorrow so that you can skip all the random stuff that's on these videos. And there's some more homebrew coming. So here we go. We're rating.
Thank you.
Yeah, because
Good night, everybody.
I helped make something.
Yes, you did. I haven't made it yet, but it's coming.